right? 12.2, convert metric units. So hopefully by the end you'll be able to say I can convert metric units of measure. Now, like I said, metric units are what they use most other countries in the world. It focuses a lot on different prefixes that go with the same base unit. So once you understand, there's actually a lot less to remember than all of the customary units we talked about in the last lesson. So you're always just multiplying or dividing by powers of 10. So 10, 100, 1000. And I'll show you how you know which one to multiply or divide by. All right, so the problem. The mass of a school district's new textbook must be no more than 1 2500 kilograms, and its spine width must be no greater than 2 5/10 centimeters. Monique measured the mass of a book in grams and its spine width in millimeters. I was going to say, don't forget, you can use a calculator, okay? I'm fine with that. So, before we sort of get into all this, right? So she measured it in grams and in millimeters, but we're going to figure out what is that in kilograms and centimeters. So, on your notes, there's this weird looking table. So, oops, somehow one of my little lines went away. There we go. All right, so the unit is what we think of as in the middle. So go ahead and write unit. These could be meters. These could be grams. These could be liters. We use the same prefixes for all of them. Meters is distance, grams is weight, and liters is volume. It's like how much water or something. Now, the important ones we're going to focus on. This one, we'll see the C, which stands for centi. It's like centimeter, centigram, centiliter. You don't usually hear as much. The M is milli. It's like milligram, millimeter, milliliter. We'll hear all those. And then K is kilo. Kilogram, kiloliter, kilometer. The pronunciation changes a little bit on this one. Now, these other ones you'll get to later on. I'm not even going to bother labeling them to confuse you, but we do need them there to know like how many times bigger. Someday you can remember the little saying, King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. Sorry, it's a little messy. That's a way to remember the order. Again, we're skipping some of them. It's like hecto, deca, and deci, but we don't see those in 5th grade. So, as we go to the right, they get smaller. So millimeters are smaller than centimeters, which are smaller than meters, which are smaller than kilometers. So as we go to the left, they get bigger. And just like our places with our numbers, it's 10 times bigger or smaller. So as I go from here to here, that's 10 times different. Here to here, 10 times different. So make sure you write this down to know. Because say I wanted to go from here all the way over to here, well, that's 10, 100, 1,000. So from there to there is 1,000. We're not counting like 10, 20, 30. We're counting powers of 10. Let me just erase. Sorry, I accidentally erased the big box, but hopefully you can handle it. So from here to here is 1,000 times. From just here to here is 10, 100 times. So here is 10, 100, 1,000 times as well, all the way over there. So remember, when we're going from bigger to smaller, we need to multiply. And then when we go from smaller to bigger, we need to divide. Remember, if you need to pause this to get some of it down, you can always do that. So if you need more clarification, I can always write down like kilometers are 1,000 times bigger than meters. Or meters are there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. There's 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. Okay, but there's a lot of different combinations. So if you can remember this, it actually does help, or you can use your table to help you as well. Anyway, let's go back to the problem. So if we have the weight in grams, now I don't know why there's a period, because it should be 1,250 grams. And we are trying to figure it out in kilograms. So if I go to my chart and I say, okay, I'm going from just plain old grams to kilograms, well, that's 3 jumps. So that's 10, 100, 1,000 times different. So, and then I can think, oops, wrong one. Oh my gosh, that tab. I'm going from something smaller to bigger because grams are smaller than kilograms. So I need to divide by 1,000. Now you might be saying, I don't want to divide by 1,000. That's a really big division problem. Remember, you can use your calculator. So we're doing 1,250 divided by 1,000. So 1 25 kilograms. Notice how the numbers are the same. It's really where the decimal is that moves. The nice part about the metric system is it's really just about moving the decimal. So like we said, 1 25 kilograms. So 25 millimeters, what is that in centimeters? Well, if I go over here, millimeters to centimeters are just right next to each other, so that's just 10 times different. And I'm going from millimeters, which are smaller, to centimeters, which are bigger. So again, I need to divide just like last time, but this time I'm only dividing by 10. So 2 5/10 centimeters, which makes sense. If I think about, okay, centimeters like the width of your pinky, millimeters are tiny. That makes sense that I'd have 25 millimeters in 2.5 centimeters. So then, if that's the case, we know that it would indeed be the book. So we're multiplying or dividing by a power of 10. Remember, 10, 100, 1,000. If we were going like all the way from millimeters to kilometers, it'd be an even bigger number. But usually it's just 10, 100, or 1,000. I don't necessarily need to know how many millimeters are in a kilometer. That would be outrageous. And this is just showing two different people. This person divided by 1,000. This person multiplied by 1/1,000. That's really the same thing. Dividing by 1,000, same thing as multiplying by 1/1,000. All right, let's do some practice. And if you need help with any of these, ask. If you try these and don't get them and then need help on the worksheet, also fine. All right, which operation should you use for the conversion? Milligrams to grams. Go ahead and give it a try. All right, hopefully you looked at your chart and you thought, okay, milligrams are over here. Grams are just here, and these ones are smaller than this. And if I'm going from smaller to bigger, then I need to divide for that. All right, meters to centimeters. Go ahead and choose what operation. All right, hopefully, again, you thought about, okay, meters are in the middle here. Centimeters are right here. Meters are bigger than centimeters. So to go from meters to centimeters, we need to multiply because we're going from bigger to a smaller unit. All right, 3 liters equals how many milliliters? Did you get it? All right, so if I again look at and think, okay, liters is here in the middle. Milliliters is here. That's 3 jumps, so that's 1,000. And I'm going from something bigger to smaller, so I need to multiply. And I would get 3,000 milliliters. All right. 500 kilograms is how many grams? Did you get it? Well, if we think, okay, kilograms are over here, grams are just the regular unit, 3 jumps away, so it's 1,000 times bigger. Kilograms are bigger than grams, so we need to multiply times 1,000. And if we do 500 times 1,000, hopefully you know that's 500,000. Okay, so lots of grams in that many kilograms. All right, we'll do one more. Andrew's height is given in centimeters. What is Andrew's height in meters? Give it a try. All right, again, hopefully we look and we say, okay, centimeters, meters, 100 times, right? 2 jumps. So that's 100 times different. There's 100 centimeters. Well, cent means 100. So, and I'm going from smaller to bigger, so we need to divide by 100. Say 142 divided by 100 is 1 42 hundredths meters. Again, if you need help, that's fine. Just make sure you ask right away so we can keep you moving. Good luck.